The former student of famed Jedi Grandmaster Yoda, Dooku was a renowned Jedi Master who lived in the waning days of the Old Republic, successfully training the famed Jedi Maverick, Qui-Gon Jinn. As the years went by, Dooku began to lose faith in the Order, considering them to get too involved in the politics of the Galactic Republic. Finally deciding to leave the Order after the death of Qui-Gon Jinn at the hand of Sith apprentice Darth Maul, Dooku was eventually recruited into the dark side by Maul's old master Darth Sidious, redubbed Darth Tyrannus. Spearheading a faction known as the Confederacy of Independent Systems, Dooku helped instigate the Clone Wars. In 19 BBY, Dooku was pitted against the Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker on board the Invisible Hand during the Battle of Coruscant, and after a heated duel with the young Jedi Knight, he was defeated and beheaded, realizing in his final moments that he was merely a placeholder for someone more powerful rather than a real apprentice. Darth Caedus, formerly the Jedi Knight Jacen Solo, was the Sith apprentice of Lumaya and completed his ascension as Dark Lord of the Sith after murdering his aunt, Mara Jade Skywalker, and Lumaya's own death at the hands of Luke Skywalker. Now in power, Caedus instigated the Second Galactic Civil War. In 41 ABY, Caedus confronted his sister Jaina Solo on board his flagship, the Anakin Solo, and was struck down after a heated duel during the Battle of the Aurora Station. Hey guys, Mandalore of the Maximum here, uploading my next installment of the Versus series, Season 2. Some time ago, I actually did a video called the Top 5 Options for my next Versus matchup, Canon vs. Legends. In said video, Silver Jaguar 13 uploaded a comment where he suggested I do this matchup. So I present for your approval, Darth Caedus vs. Count Dooku. Let's begin. Dooku was regarded as one of the finest swordsmen of the Order prior to his fall, being able to match the likes of Yoda and Mace Windu. Dooku's chosen martial arts discipline was the Form 2 Makashi style. The most akin to blade weapon dueling, Makashi was developed during an era where engagements with Darksiders or Rogue Jedi became almost routine activity. Dooku's swiftness in combat marked him as one of the greatest masters of Form 2 lightsaber combat. He has been observed incorporating force physical strikes into his sequences, as well as some skill with blast deflection and efficiency against multiple opponents and groups. However, he was not without his shortcomings and was relatively weak to power attacks. He was especially weak against the Jemso style. On the whole, Dooku remained a fine swordsman and a true force to be reckoned. Darth Caedus was regarded as one of the greatest duelists of the Order prior to his fall, engaging notables such as Mara Jade Skywalker, Kyle Katarn, Jaina Solo, and even Luke Skywalker. While the exact statistics of his fighting style haven't been confirmed, I believe he was a specialist in Naiman, the sixth form of lightsaber combat. A hybridized form, Naiman incorporated elements from the 5 previous forms, balancing out the various specializations. Caedus was observed incorporating force-based telekinetic strikes into his sequences, a core element of the Naiman style. And while he hasn't been credited with dual-blade fencing, he was a notable marksman, specializing in the use of blasters, vibroblades, poison darts, and various other killing tools. However, it has become clear that Caedus is a jack of all trades, but a master of none, who dislikes lightsaber dueling, precisely the type of duelist that Naiman was created to accommodate. This one's a little tricky, as both combatants are regarded as some of the best of the Order in their respective eras, each being able to compete with only the best of the best. But which is more reliable, Dooku's Form 2 Makashi or Caedus' Form 6 Nyman? I think this ultimately comes down to the question, which is more effective? To know all of the tricks or just to be good in a few? In this scenario, I don't think it's either. No edge will be given for martial arts training. Dooku was a human male likely in his early 80s by the time of his death. He remained exceptionally fast, nimble, and quick on his feet, though this was largely due to force-based physical augmentation. Despite this, Dooku was still extremely old and way past his physical prime, and was limited by the physical deficiencies brought on by old age. Darth Caedus was a human male in his early 30s by the time of his physical death. He remained an exceptional duelist, retaining exceptional levels of superhuman strength, speed, and dexterity. He also exhibited a strong tolerance for physical injury. This guy is just a powerhouse that just won't frickin' die. When examining the physical capabilities of these two, it ultimately comes down to age, and it's in this field that Darth Caedus has the advantage. Darth Caedus gets the edge. Much like with his dueling abilities, Dooku was also renowned for his strong connection to the Force. His telekinetic abilities were extremely advanced, to the point that he was able to lift multiple objects with casual ease, pull unwilling targets towards his grasp, use force-based strangulation for interrogation and murder, and he has also been able to suspend himself in midair using a form of force flight. Telepathy was another field in which Dooku specialized. Beyond the basic mind trick, he was also strongly capable in the beast trick ability, being able to tame a wild crate dragon and keep it as a pet. However, Dooku's real power lies in the dark side of the Force. He was especially skilled in the use of Force lightning, being able to use it to electrocute a single target for interrogation to multiple targets simultaneously. Dooku was also credited with 2 minutes, to the point that he was able to redirect bolts of lightning thrown at him. And while not a master of it, Dooku has been credited with some traces of Sith sorcery and alchemy. On the whole, Dooku was a renowned Force wielder and a true force to be reckoned with. As a combative Force wielder, Darth Caedus was a master of the dark side, Luke Skywalker hailing him to be even more powerful than Darth Vader. His telekinetic abilities were nothing short of overwhelming. He has been able to generate powerful waves that could destroy massive armies with little to no effort. Telepathy was another field in which he specialized. Beyond the basic mind trick, he has used the beast trick ability, battle mind, and long-distance communication, though more advanced applications like battle meditation eluded him. After his conversion to the dark side, Caedus was observed using Force concealment to hide his presence from the Jedi. He has also been credited with using Sith illusion, at one point creating a phantom projection of Ben Skywalker during his duel with Mara Jade. Darth Caedus was a practiced hand at Force lightning, and he has been capable of creating powerful bursts of energy that could disintegrate a target upon contact. But possibly his most advanced application was the ability to achieve full oneness with the Force, essentially becoming an extension of the Force's will. However, as a Sith, such ability would not come into play. Much like with their martial skills, Darth Caedus and Count Dooku are on par with each other as far as Force abilities are concerned. For every ability that Dooku has, Caedus can compensate with one of his own. No edge will be given for Force abilities. Count Dooku wielded a single-bladed lightsaber. The curved hilt design provided more options in combat and was better fit into the palm. The weapon featured a dual phase function which allowed Dooku to switch back and forth between the blade length and power settings. His weapon originally utilized a single blue Adagan crystal as the focusing lens. After his conversion to the dark side, he replaced it with a Sith-style red synthetic one. There isn't much that can be said about Darth Caedus' lightsaber, except that it's of standard design. It first utilized a single green-hued Adagan crystal as the focusing lens. After his conversion to the dark side, he replaced it with a single red Adagan crystal. As I mentioned before in my Darth Caedus vs Kylo Ren video, Darth Caedus' lightsaber is standard, where Dooku's lightsaber is more sophisticated. Count Dooku gets the edge. And now, the verdict. This has been one of the closest matchups I've ever had the opportunity to judge, as both combatants were top tier as both combative force wielders and lightsaber duelists. There was no edge given in either category, so which is more reliable? Caedus' greater physical resilience, or Dooku's more sophisticated weapon? Honestly, I think this ultimately comes down to physical capabilities, as I don't feel Dooku's weapon would provide him with an unbeatable trump card. A fight between these two would play out in a similar fashion to a combination of the first half of Dooku's fight with Yoda on Geonosis, and the second half of his final duel with Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Sith, with Caedus filling in for Yoda and Anakin. The two would start off with a contest of their force abilities, thrashing each other with lightning or telekinesis. Realizing the fight would go on forever, they would ignite their lightsabers and engage in a ferocious duel. Caedus would come in as the aggressor, as Dooku would attempt to taunt him, attacking him at his weakest. Caedus would ultimately press the assault, driving Dooku to his absolute limit, to the point that Dooku would be overwhelmed and killed. And so, at the end of the day, I declare Darth Caedus the victor. Of course, this is just my opinion. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like if you thought it was good. Leave a comment below with your opinion on who you think would win this matchup, as well as any suggestion you may have for a future matchup in the comment section below. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Silver Jaguar for giving me the idea for this matchup. Thanks, man, you're awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.